Hello, everybody. Melinda Jacobs here, intuitive coach, clinical hypnotherapist, and I'm here to talk about one of the things I am most passionate about, and it's all about weight loss. For those of you who don't know, I have been blessed to be in the position to work with one of the big weight loss peoples on the planet, John Gabriel, and I get the wonderful opportunity to work with him, and I have worked with literally thousands of people all over the world and all around this weight loss journey. And I've just recently been once again re-inspired, reignited to talk about a few things that occur during weight loss. So this is a common question that I hear. Why am I struggling with weight loss? The number of people, probably every single person I've ever talked to who is on some form of weight loss journey has bumped into this on some level. Frustration, just irritation, so much time, so much effort, so much going into working out, eating right, working with coaches, and yet there's like this plateau. There's a place where things stall out, and oftentimes people just give up in that place. So I want to talk about a few of the reasons why people do struggle. The first one, not really my forte, not my expertise, but I want to mention it, is metabolic syndrome. People becoming insulin and leptin resistance, and that is a situation that really can be reversed. There is absolute documentation. It's a process. It takes time, and certainly that is something that you would want to work with a functional doctor, working with a nutritional coach, working with potentially working with a trainer. Not my specialty, but definitely it's a big piece of the puzzle. The other part is the gut biome. This is fascinating stuff. So they have done documented studies where they took the bacteria, the flora in the gut of a fat mouse and put it into a skinny mouse. And they took the gut biome, the flora, the bacteria out of the healthy mouse and put it into the fat mouse. And lo and behold, fat mouse became skinny, skinny mouse became fat. So there's this whole thing around just getting the bacteria in our gut to be healthier. And again, that's a process, and it can be done. And highly recommend functional doctors to address this piece of it. So let's go into my part of it. So really, this is the biggest piece. This is the biggest reason why I see people struggling with weight loss and why they can lose a certain amount and then they stall out, is absolutely because trauma and because safety. Because almost every person, I can't think of one person right now of the hundreds and thousands of people that I have spoken to about weight loss. I cannot think of one that did not have some form, some level of trauma in their past, in their lifetime, in their childhood, whether it was a significant loss or an early death of a parent or something greater, childhood abuse, childhood neglect. And that the remnants of what happens when we have that kind of experience in our life, it carries on until it gets addressed. It's such a big piece, and that's really where I come in to support people, is to help them move through that trauma, bring the intensity of it down, and learn to be in the present moment. Because when we have unresolved trauma, when we've had experiences of the past that frightened us as children, until that gets resolved, we tend to take what happened from childhood and project it into the moment. And so I had a very scary father. I was very scared of him. And so my adult male relationships, I would often feel very, very frightened because I wasn't really seeing them. I was having memories of the past. I haven't resolved those issues, those fears from the past. And that's what I'm here to help people do through clinical hypnotherapy, through the intuitive coaching. That's where I really shine and where I can really support you in getting to those core places and bringing the charge down so that you can be present in this moment, so that you can begin to resolve the past, integrate those wounded aspects of self, and then be more present to what's actually happening here in the moment without as much projection from the past. This, hands down, is a huge piece. And I just saw yesterday that a very large person, presence, who has done an enormous amount of work, and he's called the godfather of keto. And I'm sorry, I can't remember his last name. His first name's Jimmy, and I will type his name in the chats so we can have his name, because I really want to give him credit. He lost 180 pounds and then he plateaued. And yesterday he came out after a 6-month sabbatical, and he started talking about the fact that where he stalled out was childhood trauma. I don't know one person that hasn't been struggling in this place, and this is where I can really support you moving past that. So the other thing around safety is most, not all, but a lot of the people I work with are also, in addition to having the childhood trauma, they also are highly sensitive. They're highly intuitive, very empathic. And so that layer of extra weight creates a little bit of a buffer from the energetic world around them. And as a highly trained intuitive empath, I can absolutely help people begin to navigate the world of energy in a way that is more purposeful, more functional. The words I tend to use is excess weight on the body is an expensive strategy to keep yourself safe from the world of energy. And I have some much more efficient tools that I can teach people so that they can begin to relax in their environment, so that they can step forward and let go of that added layer of protection and still feel safe within themselves and within the world. That's such a big piece. And then finally, I want to touch on the fears and the beliefs of what life after weight loss will be, and how big of a piece this is to those plateaus, to things stalling out and people just giving up. So I can't even count the number of times that I've had conversations about what will my body look like when I lose weight, what's going to happen to my skin, what's going to happen to my marriage, what's going to happen when I get extra attention. I'm going to, there's fears about drawing in inappropriate attention again. And again, that's where that unresolved trauma lives, right? So if we were traumatized as a little kid, and now here we are as an adult, and the fear is, if I'm small again, like I was when I was little, I'm going to get hurt again. And so there's this, it doesn't make sense, but it's actually very true that excess weight is in a way keeping us and preventing us from being seen, preventing us from getting hurt again, because when I was at a particular age, I was hurt, or I was molested, or I was raped. And all of that is, in this moment, the key piece that's preventing a lot of people from losing the excess weight. I've also heard this from many, many married women, that when I lose weight, I know I'm going to get extra attention. I know my husband's not going to be okay with that. I know I'm not going to be okay with that. And I'm afraid I'm going to lose my marriage. And so the excess weight's like the trade-off. And wouldn't it be nice if you could find a way to release the weight, calm the fears, and find a better communication in relationship? That is what I'm here for. So if any of this speaks to you, I ask you to please share this information. And also, if you're watching this after the fact, let me know where you're coming in from. I see a few of you online. Can you just let me know who's out there and who's watching, and maybe share a little bit of what your experience is around what's been holding you back? I think it's just time for us to get honest about it, that there is John Gabriel talks about this idea about putting your foot on the gas. I want to lose weight. I'm going to start a new program. I'm going to start exercising. I'm going to do all of this great stuff, and putting your foot on the brake. And that's the sabotage that says it's not safe. This is going to disrupt my life. I'm not ready for this level of change. And that dynamic, foot on the gas, foot on the brake, is a huge obstacle for successful weight loss. And I am absolutely here to help you move through those places, to push past that, to heal past it, so that you can have the healthy body, have the healthy relationship, have the healthy boundaries, have the healthier way of being in the energetic world if you're a sensitive or an intuitive empath, to have it all. You really do get to have it all. Healthy body, healthy life, healthy relationships. And I absolutely want to be here to support you, because I know for a fact these are deep issues, and it does take time, and it takes an infinite amount of patience, kindness, and compassion for yourself, for where you've been, for where you're at, and where you're heading. And I want to get you there. So, complimentary consults, I offer these free 30 minutes to sit down, chat with me, and really start sorting through what is it that's blocking you. Everybody's unique. Everybody has their own individual path. And that 30-minute consult can really bring a lot of light. And maybe it is a right fit and you're ready to dive in and do that deeper healing work around that past trauma, to develop those better boundaries within relationships, to dissolve old fears and beliefs, and step fully forward. And so here's the information. If you want to reach out and you're ready to move past these plateaus, these stall outs, and these giving up, I'm ready. quantum-therapeutics.com. That's the website. You'll find a link where you can schedule this 30-minute consult. You can call me on my phone, 303-519-0477. Let's do this. Let's finally recognize, address where the brake and the gas pedal are being pressed, and help you move through it so that you can be in that healthier life. You deserve it. And I know you're absolutely so supported to get there successfully. Much love to you. I am so excited for you and for all the people that I have supported. It's such a joy to help people see and meet themselves in these places, and to really develop that loving presence within themselves. Much love as you go through your day. Please reach out, call, text, email. I am ready and I am here for you. Take care. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.